What's going on, YouTube world? I'm just out here messing around with smalls. Haven't posted up anything in a while. Last couple of videos I did were actually on the side-by-sides that I no longer have. Smalls needed some parts, they had to go. But today, what I want to talk about is the finish on smalls. As you can see, she's a little wore out, a little sunburnt, but that's all right. I've been using a little bit of a concoction right here. This is boiled linseed oil and mineral spirits, and it gives a shine, but it doesn't last very long, especially here in Florida. It'll last maybe 2 months, and then it starts to mildew on you and surface rust starts popping out. So it's not a permanent solution. And I've been looking around, and I've heard a lot about, Poppy's patina and sweet patina, and the Vice Grip Garage, old Derek Beery, which is basically Poppy's patina as well. And what that is, it's a wipe-on polyurethane that they use a hardener to activate it. And it's not cheap, but it's not really expensive. But I was at Home Depot, and I happened to run across this little Watco Wipe On Poly, and it's good for wood, but I think it might actually work on old smalls here. So I'm gonna give her a shot. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, that's great too. These cans I think are only $18.99 a piece, which is a lot cheaper than the Poppy's patina that they have out there in Vice Grips. If you go on their website, you'll see how much those things cost. So we're going to give it a shot. We'll see how it works. You can see the finish right now. This is pretty dull. What I did is I gave her a bath using some SOS Brillo pads. And it'll take all the mildew and funk off of it. You don't want to use this on good paint, but for what we're working with smalls, that's the best way to get her clean and keep her clean for a little bit. All right, I'm gonna start wiping this on, and once I'm done, we'll come back. I'll show you the end results. All right, so I went around her, gave her one coat. It's been about an hour since I applied this, and it's just one coat. It's pretty dry to the touch. It's not sticky. And you see the finish. Now again, this is only one coat of it. I might put another coat on it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You guys have to let me know if you think it's a good idea. But you can see the shine it gets with just one coat already. And it's not too bad. I mean, it kind of zebra stripes a little bit when you're applying it, and I think that's mainly because of the applicator that I'm using. You can see it's got some lines and whatnot in it. It's not going to give you a flat finish that's perfect, but you're applying it with a terry cloth applicator basically, so it's not going to be perfect anyway. If you want perfect, I'd recommend just getting a clear coat and a spray gun and doing it up properly. But I think for one coat, and it took me about an hour to apply it. It's been drying for about an hour. Don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. It does go on thin, so you got to be careful with it. Otherwise, you will end up with some runs here or there. And anywhere that you go back over it with the applicator, you're going to have little marks and whatnot because, the applicator, it has its own grain pattern. But I think for what I'm trying to accomplish with her, for the moment anyway, I think for $18 or so that I paid for that, it might be all right. It's not a permanent solution. Smalls is going to get actually painted eventually. I just don't have the time to do it, or at least to do it properly. But yeah, if you like what you see, by all means, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. Again, this is the Watco Wipe On Poly. I don't know how durable it's going to be. Didn't use any type of activator or anything like that. But it's already dry to the touch. It's only been down there for an hour. I think it's going to be all right. We'll check back later and I'll give another review on it. But for now, I think it's in good company.